Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's another review from me. My name is Nick on the zxspectrum, and this one is called Superkid, published by Atlantis Software in 1989. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64. It does have a sequel called Superkid in Space, so now no doubt we'll come to that at some stage. But basically it's New York, the year 2089. You play Superkid and you must rescue women and OAPs. Yeah, that's how he rolls really. Here we go. So the streets are quite dangerous. Here I am flying around with a little bit of colour clash. You can destroy the thugs by punching them, which basically means just colliding and landing onto them, and you lose energy if they actually shoot you. So we're looking, there's extra bonus points there, 20, boom. So it's multiple screens. We're looking for women stranded on the tops of buildings. You can see gals left in the bottom right in yellow there, 4. On the opposite side, OAPs left is 2. So we must guide OAPs to the rest home, but first of all rescue these women. Have you got the idea? Well, okay then. So the streets are pretty criminal, a bit like Gotham City, but you're flying around. Look, there's a girl there. I've rescued her. We take her to the ground automatically. You see gals should go to 3. There we go, and that's essentially it. Now the game is over 3 levels. Apparently your character's name is Tom Essex. I've just given away his secret identity. It's over 3 levels, and once you've done those you do the same levels again, but this time it's at night time. Yes, so the gang members will keep regenerating. They never know when to quit, so just get as far as you possibly can. Right, now in my practice go I was pretty good at rescuing the gals, but I wasn't very good at rescuing the OAP, so I'm guessing this similar thing's going to happen here. Now it's got loads and loads of colour, this game. I'm a bit of a fan of it. There's another girl there. You can opt to play the game in monochrome if you want. I don't know why you'd want to, but you've got different versions of monochrome. I think white, green, blue and another colour perhaps, but there we go. We won't be saying that in this game because I want to see it in full colour. There's a little bit of colour clash, but you would expect that, to be honest with you. And, you know, as a kid, I think I would have gone back to this a few times. Probably wouldn't have gone too far further than this. Now, if you did, hey, rescued her. If you did own this back in the day, either on the Spectrum or any other system, of course, let me know. Did you complete it, and what happened at the end? Because this is literally my second go, so I'm still pretty hopeless, as I am with a lot of the gameplays. But it's all about nostalgia, seeing games you missed, and also seeing how they played, and whether you want to go forward and track them down. So thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for watching. This is Superkid. Killing the enemies seems to be quite easy. You just, well, bump into them. Don't get shot. That's my tactic. Now it says there at the bottom in green, Superkid strikes again. I don't know why it says that. Probably just commentating on the game. Right, crime wave overlord. Boom. So the sounds on this is pretty cool, isn't it? There seems to be a lot going on. Not too much slowed down when there's a lot on screen. Let's rescue this girlie. If they get shot, that's the end of that one. Right, so 1 gal left, then we'll concentrate on OAPs. I don't think there's been a film called Superkid. When Superkid grows up, he might have a problem because Superman, the name's already taken. He'll have to change his name to something else. Superperson or something. He flies around like the greatest of superheroes. Yeah, maybe there was a cartoon called Superkid, I don't know. So very colourful graphics, plays quite well, a lot to entertain a young child. Has it aged well? Well, not particularly, but you can see it from an 8-bit era point of view. It's quite nice. You can go up into the clouds. I'd like to get to some of the other levels at some stage. There's the last girl rescued. Now this is the bit where I start to come unstuck trying to rescue the OAPs. Right, so that's done. So 2 OAPs to rescue, which stands for Old Age Pensioner. If we can do that, then we're off. But we need to find them first. I think they come out the post office, wherever that is. Oh, there's the rest home where we've got to guide them back to anyway. Now, my problem on my first go is the OAPs kept getting shot because these criminals are indiscriminate. I don't know why they should be shooting old folk. There's no reason why they should be doing that. There's one coming out of their home, and she, look, has been killed by that fella. So we must essentially protect them on their trip from the library to the rest home. I don't know why they're risking their lives to go to a library, but they've been on the earth quite a while. They should learn that these streets are dangerous. But perhaps they've taken too much confidence in the mighty Superkid to rescue them, which is not a good thing to do. Screens do look a bit different, so there is a map to this. I'd like to see what it is on night stage, but look at that terrible colour clash down the bottom. Well, that's how I would have expected. But overall, considering there's so much colour, they haven't done a too bad a job. And to say, if it annoys you to that extent, there is an option to play it in monochrome, which I think is a little bit boring. But at least your eyes have a better chance of focusing on the central character because he doesn't blend into the background as such. But that was a Spectrum thing, colour clash, quite unique in that way. I wouldn't change it for the world because when I see it, I do smile a little bit, although it's not the greatest, but it's just so custom of this sort of like era and the computer itself. Wouldn't change it for the world. That's why people that have got no knowledge of retro gaming, in particular the ZX Spectrum, they look back at this now and they think it's goddamn awful. But yeah, I think you had to live through the era, really. You might have owned a Commodore 64, an Amstrad CPC, or a mixture of the three if you was a rich family. But there we go. They do have differences. I'd be interested to see the Commodore 64 version of this at some point, because it probably handles the colour a little bit better, although it probably be a little bit more washed out. The Spectrum had a rather bright palette, the brightest of all the computers, really. Maybe BBC Micro was quite bright as well, wasn't it? Maybe, I don't know. I never owned a BBC Micro, but let's concentrate on Superkid. If you're looking for a terrible game with Super on the front, check out my review of Super Gran. That's bad. Yeah, Super Gran. Super Gran was a kids' TV show, Superkid not so much. Right, okay, let's fly around here. I'm not doing a good job rescuing these OAPs, as you might have noticed. We'll just probably fly around a bit, wasting time. It'd be good if you could actually kill all the guards there. But they, as I say, they just keep regenerating forever and ever and ever. Right, there's one, and we've killed them. There's another one, and we killed them. Oh dear, we're not doing very good rescuing here. I think we need to fly around and just make sure they have a safe path and kill everyone either side. Right, they need a mobility scooter really. Right, so he's going to go off the screen. Let's try and follow it across. Where did the OAP go? We lost an OAP. They seem to disappear into nothing land. Now you probably know, if you had this game, the tactic into rescuing these OAPs. I think I just killed them again. If you've done this, right, okay, right, oh dear, I think, right. Oops. Oh man, I've killed a lot of people today, not in a good way. I've killed lots of thugs, I've killed lots of OAPs, but let's focus on the positives. I have rescued quite a few girls from rooftops. I don't know where they ended up. That library must be packed with OAPs. It's OAP day. If you are an OAP watching this and you're currently in that library, it's probably best to wait for a better player to turn up. So read a few more books and wait a while till someone decent who can play the game comes out and you've got a chance of survival. Because Superkid, this one in particular, i.e. Tom Essex, is not the best one. I'm from Essex as well, you might have noticed from my accent. Not quite Danny Dyer accent, is it? But it's edging towards that sort of sound. Excellent. Right. Boom. And other Batman sort of sounds. Pow. Kapliff. Rest home. That's what I need to get them back to. I think we need to build, in reality, not in the game, an underground tunnel to get these people back to the rest home, which would be a lot safer. Nick, what you're doing, you've gone off on one. You're not seem to be completing it. There's no time ticking down at all from this, so you can take as long as you want within reason. Obviously, you can't take as long as... because the universe is a finite time. The universe explodes, then you can't. I think I've covered myself there. Right, can I actually get an OAP onto the next screen? No, I killed them again. Nick, you're hopeless. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. And I'm dead. Oh, no. Right, okay. I need to watch a walkthrough on this probably. But what can we say about the game so far then? Because it's not about great gameplay. It's about seeing would you have played it again as a kid. I would have done. Colour is good. Movement is good. It's quite a fun game. It's got quite cartoony graphics. Sound is wonderful. And you always want to get on to the next stage. So once you work out how to rescue the OAPs, you'll be making some good sort of a distance on this one. And you would indeed like to play the game. I don't think it's a hugely And got too many stages on. I think 3 daytime and then 3 nighttime, and then I don't know what the game over sequence is at the end. Right, we've got them to the next screen. Don't die, OAP. Oh no! Oh, that Smegger killed him again. Right, okay. I think we might call it a day in a moment, folks. Just do a bit more flying. I don't know what Superkid's weaknesses are. Not kryptonite, not peanuts. He might be scared of wasps, but that is just a complete guess on my part here. Oh, see, the OAP sometimes goes missing. I think they must fall down a hole in the pavement. That's so if you're thinking of becoming an OAP, living long enough to become one, and you're not one already, watch out for cracks in the pavement or holes that open up. Strange stuff happens as you get older, but I think we'll leave that there. I don't think I can get too much further in this at all. So yeah, I quite like this game, although being hopeless, lots of colour, lots to recommend. So it's a good one, and we should be looking at Superkid in space maybe at some stage. So hope you liked having a look at that. That was Superkid, published by Atlantis Software in 1989. Much better than that Submariner game we reviewed earlier by them. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. And until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.